Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is hot water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's wild, good for you, good for Zambia.
Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is hot water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's wild, good for you, good for Zambia.
Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is hot water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's wild, good for you, good for Zambia.
Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is hot water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's wild, good for you, good for Zambia.
Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is hot water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's wild, good for you, good for Zambia.
Oh my god, we're running late. Are you sure we're going to manage to make breakfast?
Don't worry, my darling. It's Wild Yummy Soy. It's nutritious and very delicious. And it's very affordable. It's the same porridge I used to drink growing up.
So how do you prepare it?
It's very easy. All you need is...
You're watching It's Wild Breakfast Show coming to you live from our mass media studios right here in the capital city, Lusaka. We are always excited to have you every morning from 7 to 9 as we discuss various aspects of current affairs and things that pertain to national development. On this particular segment, remember this program is brought to you courtesy of Komako, the manufacturers of its wild products. In the studio, I'm joined in by Rebecca Snyder. She is communications manager at Komako. Great things that they're doing. Rebecca, it's a pleasure having you on It's Wild.
Thank you for having me.
Great. For the sake of some of our viewers who might not have an understanding in terms of what Komako is, what you do at Komako. Sometimes maybe they see it, Komako, what exactly is Komako? Help us understand what exactly is Komako, what do you do at Komako?
Yeah, so Komako stands for Community Markets for Conservation. We're a social enterprise that's been operating in Zambia for almost 20 years now. And the mission behind Komako is to work with small-scale farmers to educate them on conservation farming, promoting agroforestry, all in the name of conservation. So what happens is all the farmers we work with have signed a conservation pledge to say, you know what, I'm not going to use chemical fertilizers. I want to farm the natural way. And by them taking up that commitment, Komako has agreed that we're going to purchase all of their crops from them. And we purchase the crops and then we turn them into It's Wild products, which are sold out on the market across Zambia. And we've even started to expand into an export market. So, yeah.
Great. How many farmers do you currently work with? I think that sounds like a very good plan. You partner with the farmers and start using some of their products to make some of these lovely products which we enjoy and the Zambians do enjoy. Sometimes they just see the honey, for example, in ShopRite or Pick and Pay and do not even know the farmers that are involved. How many farmers are you working with?
So we're actually working with over 250,000 small-scale farmer households in Zambia. So we've got the immediate farmers, but then when you look at the benefits and the direct beneficiaries, it's even more because the whole household is benefiting. By us being able to go in and purchase the crops, we're helping with incomes and livelihoods. And not only directly just from crops, we've also got our honey on the market. So we're working alongside beekeepers in that area as well.
Great. Some might be wondering what exactly do you do with the farmers? What's the partnership kind of, and also maybe there could be others that are watching and wondering, how can I also be part of the farmers that are working with Komako?
Yeah, definitely. So all the farmers that we're working with, we're going in and we're training them in several different ways. One, we're working right alongside them. So when it comes to the conservation farming methods of working with a tree called Gliricidia sepium, it's an agroforestry species that completely replaces the use of chemical fertilizer. And so when we go in, we're training them not only in like a trainer of trainers, we're working alongside them, but our staff is on the ground, we're training up farmers as principal lead farmers and senior lead farmers to also be able to go in the field and do the same thing. We also have what we call as a Better Life book, and it's a training tool that we've handed out to our farmers that they're able to read through, and it's got a yearly calendar that kind of walks them through step by step of all of the things that they're supposed to do throughout the year. And when it comes to bringing on more farmers, right now we're only in certain parts of Zambia. We're working in the Eastern Province, Central Province, a little part of Southern, and then Northern in Muchinga. And so if there is someone out there that would be interested in becoming one of a Komako farmers, we really encourage them to try and contact our Komako hubs in those areas. So we've got them all over the place. We've even got them listed out on our website if people are interested looking there, which is on itswild.org.
Is there a criteria that you use in choosing the farmers to work with?
Really, we're pretty much open to farmers coming on board, but they have to be willing to sign the conservation pledge that says, I'm going to farm a natural way and kind of abide by the rules and regulations we put in place. Great.
Now, Komako is known for farming with, I don't know how best to pronounce this. Gliricidia? Is that correct?
Gliricidia.
Yes. Can you tell us about this particular tree?
Yeah. So Gliricidia sepium, as I said, it's a nitrogen fixing tree. And what it does is farmers will plant it out in the fields alongside their crops, and it ends up within about 2 to 3 years, it completely replaces the dependency on chemical fertilizer, which in the end, one, it's a benefit to nature, but it's also a benefit to the farmer's pocket. They're not now having to go out and pay for fertilizer. It also helps with pesticides. we have found that it does tend to repel insects. So we're keeping the pests away from all the crops.
So they can use that in place of fertilizer?
Correct.
But how come most of us don't know about it?
And that's what Komako is here to teach you.
So
Yeah.
which areas specifically have you been able to use this particular tree?
Yeah, in all of our operational areas, our farmers are using it. So not only are the farmers planting it out in the fields alongside their crops, but they're also able to use the leaves from it in compost fertilizer. So there's kind of a double benefit. We even have the farmers, every year we have to trim the tree. And the farmers will use the twigs in replace of firewood as well. So they're not having to go out into the forest and cut it. It's kind of a multi-purpose tree in so many ways.
Yeah, but how sustainable is it? Because some might be wondering, what if maybe in a particular area this kind of tree is not there? How sustainable is this particular method?
So for the farmers that are using the Gloriosity, we found it to be very sustainable. We have farmers that have been growing and planting with it for years, and that's been their main dependency. And they're great spokespeople and testimonies for continuing to use the tree.
Let's get to the products, Rebecca.
Yes.
We've seen quite a number of products that you are involved in. What makes It's Wild products very special, very unique? If someone is trying to get peanut butter, I know we have plenty alternatives of peanut butter, plenty alternatives of rice, but why should the Zambians out there get to choose the It's Wild rice instead of the other rice? Without mentioning names, why should they get the peanut butter instead of the other types of peanut butter? What's so special about It's Wild products?
There's many reasons why It's Wild products are really special.
Yeah.
The first is anytime that someone is purchasing an It's Wild product, for example, whether it's our honey or the peanut butter or the rice or even the Yummy Soy, all the proceeds are going back to these farmers to continue to promote the conservation farming and small-scale farming. It's helping to promote wildlife conservation in Zambia. And so it's something that's for everyone, right? It goes from our consumer all the way down to the field. We would say it's from farm to table. Not only that, but when we're promoting our It's Wild products and we're creating them, we are upholding the highest quality standards for our products. The amount of certifications that we have, the testing that is done. We want to make sure that the consumers are having something that's great for their health. And so we kind of like to say that all of our It's Wild products are good for you and they're good for Zambia.
Good for you and good for Zambia. Great. Are you able to mention some of the products that you have that the Zambians can also look forward to? I know this is smooth peanut butter, It's Wild peanut butter. What are some of the products that you have that people can look forward to in the common chain stores around the country?
So in fact, a lot of our consumers probably recognize our It's Wild honey, but we recently just launched 2 versions of our honey. We've got 2 different sizes to kind of help for consumers. Not everybody wants to get the full bottle. So we have a 375 gram and we have a 500 gram now. We also recently, I'm going to hold it up, we just launched our soya pieces on the market. So people can expect that. You can expect our brown and our white chama rice. We've got both brown and white. Not only that, our consumers are probably very familiar with our Yummy Soy, which is a breakfast porridge that is out on the market, and we've got it in 3 flavors now.
Okay.
So it's consumers would know our strawberry and our natural flavor, but we also recently launched a banana flavor.
Okay.
And then anyone who enjoys our breakfast porridge, it's not out on the table, but we have a new one called Jumbo Combo. It's also an instant porridge, but instead of soy and maize, this one's made from soy and cowpea. And all of our products can be found in the major retail stores across Zambia. So the ShopRites, the Pick n Pays, Choppies, you're going to find all of our products there.
Do you also ensure that some of these products are available in some of the grocery stores in the communities, not just the main chain stores in the country, but also someone might be watching from Tendere, someone might be watching from Kalingalinga? Can they go to the nearest grocery store and still find your products?
Correct, yeah. So not only are we in the retail stores, but we're working with a lot of wholesale shops, smaller markets across Zambia to be able to bring our products, right into the communities. We also have what are called green market shops. They're not everywhere. They're mostly in the eastern province, parts of northern, and in Mumbwa and Iteji-Teji. but those are actually Komako stores filled solely with our products that people are able to go in and get. Yeah.
Lovely. The featured is wild products for the week, for example, peanut butter and Yummy Soy. Can you tell us a bit about the farmers who produce the crops used for the same products? That's talking about the Yummy Soy as well as the peanut butter.
Yeah, so with Yummy Soy and peanut butter, you know, the farmers that are working with this, they're growing groundnuts, they're growing the cowpeas, and it kind of goes back to that natural, soybeans, the natural farming methods. So, you know, it goes back to using the Glycidia, and all the products that we've got, they're natural. We're not going in and adding in the extra additives or anything. We try to keep the product as natural as possible.
Awesome. I'm also aware, I think this is very important, and I was very excited when I learned of this. I'm aware that you're able to supply institutions with bulk products. Please tell us about that. I think many of us will be excited to hear that.
Definitely. It is something. So we actually supply multiple schools, hospitals, clinics across the country with lots of our products. Some of them are purchasing the rice, some are doing our Yummy Soy for breakfast feeds. We actually just recently launched our peanut butter in 20 kg quality and quantities.
20 kg?
Yeah, so yes.
Ooh.
And so for any, you know, school that might be out there or any kind of feeding program, you know, it's something you can get in contact with Komako and It's Wild. And we're more than happy to help supplying schools because we, like we said, we want it to be a product that goes out to everyone. And we have seen some institutions are benefiting for that. We obviously like to continue to expand that and help as many people as possible.
Awesome, awesome. In case you're just joining us, this is It's Wild breakfast show coming to you live from our mass media studios right here in the capital city, Lusaka. On set, I'm joined in by Rebecca, communications manager at Komako, the producers, manufacturers of It's Wild products. In case you have questions for Komako, in case you have queries to make, Rebecca is here to handle, to handle those questions. The number that is on the screen, you can use that to send us maybe a message, or you can even call us and ask Rebecca some questions pertaining to the products that Komako produces. Maybe a testimonial, some of the questions that you might have. It'd be good to get feedback from you. We'll pick maybe 2 or 3 calls from you and read out a few messages after this short break from Komako.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's Wild peanut butter is simply the best. Luckily, I got another one.
Enjoy our delicious, smooth or crunchy It's Wild peanut butter.
It's Wild. Good for you, good for Zambia.
I know exactly what my family needs to boost their nutrition, restore their energy, and keep them happy throughout the day. It's Wild Chama rice. It's so easy to prepare, and before you know it, it's ready. And the fresh, irresistible smell of It's Wild Chama rice calls them straight to the kitchen. Good times, good meals. It's Wild.
Straight from the farm to your plate, just how nature intended. It's Wild. Good for you, good for Zambia.
Water, hot milk, mix it in a bowl, and voila, it's done.
Oh really? Is it just for kids?
No, my entire family enjoys it. Yummy Soy is easy to make anywhere, and it gives him the nutrition and energy he needs to work throughout the day.
Enjoy our delicious Yummy Soy cereal with fortified minerals and vitamins. It's Wild. Good for you, good for Zambia.
Thank you so much for staying with us on this Wild breakfast show coming to you live from our mass media studios right here in the capital city. So remember, It's Wild breakfast show is brought to you courtesy of Komako, the producers and manufacturers of It's Wild products, the peanut butter, the chama rice, the soybean, and many other products which I'm sure you've seen in the stores. I think one of the most important things, Rebecca, that would be good for the viewers, even as we wrap up this engagement, where are you found, especially in terms of provinces? Where are you most dominant in?
So in Eastern Province, we're in almost all of the districts. So you would find our main hub in Chapada, and then we've got smaller area managers and regional hubs across. Then we've got our headquarters here in Lusaka. We are also based in Mumbwa and Iteji-Teji. And then we are in Central Province in in Serenge. And then in Northern, we're in Impika.
Okay, so Southern yet to, Northwestern yet to?
Correct.
Okay, any plans to get there?
You know, we're always looking in the next 5 to 10 years to continue to expand the amount of farmers that we're working with. So it's not to say that we won't get there eventually. You know, our most recent expansion was into Mumbwa and Iteji-Teji. That was kind of a replication of the other two areas. And we're already starting to see really tremendous things coming out of that. So, you know, it's not to say that we won't expand further.
Perfect. And I also know that you don't just serve the market here in Zambia, but also serving the market outside Zambia. Tell us about that.
Correct. So we recently started expanding into South Africa. And so you'll find that we've got our organic peanut butter, which can be found in some stores here in Zambia, but we've got a huge export market starting in South Africa.
For this one?
Yes.
So this one able to find in South Africa. So in case you're traveling to South Africa and wondering where can I find these wild products, they're able to find this.
Yes. So
lovely.
We've started expanding and exporting there. We also export some of our honey to the UK to a partner there, and so we've got some exports going on.
Lovely. No, that's great to know. I think it's always good. But maybe lastly, as we close, Rebecca, what would be your message to the Zambians, especially those that have not yet tested your products? What would be your message to them? What are they missing out?
Yeah, I really want to encourage everyone to, at least try one of our It's Wild products. We have a wide range, so there's got to be a product for everybody, whether it's our soya pieces, our porridge, our peanut butter, and just keeping in mind at the end of the day that anytime someone purchases a product, it's benefiting their health, but then it's also going back to benefit the communities and conservation across Zambia.
And you spoke about something very important just before we went on a break about the institutions that can buy in bulk. How can they get in touch with you for maybe boarding schools or organizations that want to get your products in bulk? How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so what I can do is I can share the phone number with you as well, or people can send an email to social@itswild.org and we'll get you connected to our sales team. That way we can.
Great. We'll also maybe be able to share some of the contacts as we progress in the
Definitely.
program. Rebecca, it's always a pleasure having you, Komako, and having you for the first time on set.
Thank you.
Hoping that this is not the last time you're coming on set.
Definitely not. We'll be back.
Great. This is where we wrap up the Thursday edition of It's Wild Breakfast Show. We do always appreciate your patronage and your viewership every Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 up to 9 o'clock as we analyze various matters of national interest and current affairs, but also talk about some of the great things that Komako is doing, who are the official sponsors of It's Wild Breakfast Show here at KBN, coming to you live from our mass media studios in Lusaka. On behalf of the entire production crew and of course my hosts, the host for this show, Tao Virginia Mtumswana, and my co-analyst Innocent Piri, who prefers to be called IP. My director for this was John Banda. We're back again tomorrow, Friday edition. And one thing that we're doing tomorrow, we are doing giveaways for the Komako. I think people should look forward to that.
They should.
Yeah. So look forward to that. We're doing giveaways tomorrow from 8:30 up to 9 in case you want some rice, in case you want some peanut butter, you want some honey, who knows, maybe some t-shirts. I think Tao also mentioned that some can win some t-shirts also. Tune in tomorrow from 7 to 9 and from 8:30 specifically up to 9 o'clock we do run those giveaways. If I were you, I'd possibly go on my phone, put an alarm just in case I forget to tune in to KBN TV. Keep watching KBN TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great and lovely Thursday.